Holden LaCroix.
Well, it was a hot day, but as I've been mentioning, this is kind of modest compared to what we're going to see on Saturday. So let's take a live look outside, you folks, down into the Umpqua Valley, Roseburg right now. A gorgeous evening to maybe head out and about as you start your weekend. Temperatures are warm, but they're going to get even hotter as we head towards Saturday, sitting at about 96 degrees. Those afternoon winds are starting to pick up, giving a little bit of relief. But we don't have much relief tonight. We're only going to be getting into the 60s. Current conditions right now across the region, mid-90s from essentially Eugene, even up toward the Portland metro. Managed to get up to about 93 today out toward the Oregon coast, mainly in the 60s. But you folks in Florence were able to get up to about 70 degrees today, and you'll likely hit 70, maybe 75 degrees as we head into the day on Saturday. So this heat is building as we head into the weekend. Clear skies across much of the west coast is kind of a sign of that high pressure system that's been building over the course of the week. But we have some changes on the horizon. See this cloud cover right offshore, thick marine layer? Well, that's a sign of an area of low pressure, kind of nestled in the Gulf of Alaska, and it's eventually going to bring some cooler weather as we head into the day on Monday. We have some hurdles to get through first, and that does include that heat as we head towards Saturday afternoon. Overnight tonight, we could see a little mid-high level clouds down into the Umpqua Valley, out towards Coos County as well. But for the most part, I would expect a mainly clear night tonight. As we head towards Saturday, you can see the clear sunny skies. That's going to be the culprit for the warm temperatures as we head toward tomorrow afternoon. Saturday evening, we start to see some cloud cover stream in. That's due to a cold front that's going to be passing over Seattle. They're going to get some rain. Unfortunately, we're on the weaker side of the cold front, so we're not going to see any shower activity yet. As we head towards Sunday, we could see a little bit of drizzle out toward the Oregon coast with a second cold front that's going to be moving in, but I wouldn't expect any high amounts of rainfall. We are in dry season after all, but we could see a little bit of drizzle both on Sunday morning and again on Monday morning as we start to cool things off. Notice this widespread cloud cover from the Umpqua Divide all the way north up into the Portland metro, and that's due to a strong onshore flow, which is going to keep us cool as we head towards Monday. Speaking of shore, high tide is going to be around 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon out toward the Oregon coast. Low tide is going to be around 7:50 on Sunday morning. Notice the swell, not too bad, but at around 15 seconds. So it's going to be a nice weekend to possibly head out toward the Oregon coast as well. Area of low pressure, you can see that I was mentioning, starts to move into British Columbia, weakens that high pressure system, and we have a shortwave trough that passes over the region on Monday. And all that is an extension of lower pressure. So that's going to bring us some cooler weather, some onshore flow, and some cloud cover as we head towards Monday. Now, once we head towards next week, high pressure does start to build back into the region, but the heat is not as intense as what we saw this past week. So we're going to be in the upper 80s, low 90s compared to those upper 90s that we're going to see tomorrow. If you want to escape the heat, head up into the rivers, especially into the Cascades. But yeah, that is accurate. 50 degrees at McKenzie River. So definitely limit your time in that water because I know the air temperature is hot, but the water temperatures are not. 98 degrees for Eugene as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. For the rest of the coast, we can expect highs mainly in the 60s. Notice once we head towards next week, we are expecting temperatures to warm back up. Sorry about that, folks. To near 70 degrees by next week. Across the Umpqua Basin, 100 degrees by Saturday afternoon. As we head towards Friday, temperatures back down into the 90s. We are going to track the chance of a few isolated storms on Monday. Going to have to watch that closely because we have a lot of dry fuels after this heat wave. 98 degrees tomorrow, and I am looking forward to Monday because we finally cool things back off.
Definitely cooling off a little bit. If you're maybe not familiar with Holden, he's joining us from Medford, and you spent a couple of years down there. Oh. So glad to have you here. You're just learning the layout of the studio here.
I am. Did a little Superman in front of the screen. I'll try not to do that again. But
again,
I'll
nice
tell you
to have
what,
you here.
I'm used to the heat down in Medford,
That's true.
This 98 degrees is going to feel a lot cooler compared to Medford.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Yep. A clinic in Oregon is taking part in a pilot project to help detect Alzheimer's.